Some doors are never meant to be opened. This is a true story. I lived alone. A small house, dead-end road, 5 houses total. At night, it was always quiet. Too quiet. I worked from home, rarely left, rarely had visitors. So when the knock came, I noticed. 8:45 p.m., Thursday, 4 firm knocks. I muted the TV, waited. 2 more. I walked to the door, looked through the peephole. A man, dock jacket, baseball cap, holding a cardboard box. He looked normal. I opened the door, chain still on. He said he had a delivery, read a name off his device. It wasn't my name. I told him, wrong address. He read the address back to me, my exact address. I told him, no one by that name lives here. He stared at me, a second too long. Then he said he'd take it back to the truck. I watched him walk down the driveway. I looked for a van, a car, anything. There was nothing. The next night, same time, 3 knocks. I didn't open the door. Same man, same jacket, same box. I spoke through the door. You already came. No one with that name lives here. Silence. Then, I just need a signature. The system says it has to be delivered tonight. I refused. He said, okay, but he didn't leave. He stood at the edge of the porch and slowly looked at the windows, the side of the house, then back at the door. 15 seconds. Then he walked away. No vehicle, no sound. That's when I understood. Something was very wrong. On the 4th night, the knock didn't come from the front door. It came from the side of the house, near the dining room window. I looked. Nothing. Then, bang, 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 bang. Front door. I checked the peephole. It was him, but this time, the box was gone. His hands were empty. I said nothing. I didn't move. He knocked again, stepped back, and looked directly into the peephole, like he knew I was there. I stepped away. After 30 seconds, he left. I checked through the blinds. He was standing across the street, watching the house, just watching. The next day I called the police. They told me exactly what this was. Someone verifying if the house was occupied, a method used by burglars before breaking in. That night, I turned off every light. 8:45, 4 knocks. I didn't answer. 4 more. Silence. Then, a sound at the back door. The handle was turning. Someone was trying to get in. I called 911, and while I was on the phone, knocking at the front door again, there was more than one person. Then I heard it. Metal scraping against the back door. My hands were shaking. Then, everything stopped. Police arrived minutes later. They found pry marks on the back door. The officer looked at me and said, if you hadn't been home, they would have gotten in. 2 days later, they caught him. He wasn't a delivery driver. He never was. The fake packages were just a test. If no one answered, he came back later to break in. After that, I moved out. And now, if someone knocks unexpectedly, I don't answer. Do you?